3 days ago in Las Vegas, in the middle of a hotel ballroom, a robot stood up from the floor and walked across a stage. It waved at the audience. It turned its head with that eerie, owl-like motion Boston Dynamics is famous for. And for the first time in more than a decade, the company let the world see Atlas in public. Not as a teaser clip, not as a choreographed lab video, but as a real machine standing in front of real people. But that's not actually the story. The real story happened about 30 minutes later when Hyundai executives walked onto that same stage and calmly announced that production of Atlas starts immediately. Not next year, not after another pilot, not after another round of testing, right now, and every single Atlas unit scheduled for 2026 is already sold. That moment quietly flipped a switch for the entire humanoid robotics industry. Boston Dynamics, the company that has been showing humanoid potential since 2013, just crossed the line from research lab to factory floor in one announcement. Atlas is no longer a viral curiosity doing backflips on YouTube. It's a product, and it's shipping in the coming months to Hyundai's Robotics Metaplan Application Center and to Google DeepMind. That's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Not another promise, not another slick demo. Boston Dynamics just said, very plainly, we're done experimenting. But there's another layer to this that most people completely missed, and honestly, it might be the most important part of the announcement. Google is back. After Google sold Boston Dynamics to SoftBank in 2016, after years of watching other tech giants dump billions into robotics, Google DeepMind just walked back into the room and said, we're building the brain. At the same CES event, Boston Dynamics announced a partnership with Google DeepMind to integrate Gemini Robotics AI foundation models directly into Atlas. These aren't basic control systems. These are multimodal foundation models, the same class of models powering some of the most advanced AI systems in existence. Models that can perceive environments, reason through problems, use tools, and interact with humans in natural language. Carolina Parada, who leads robotics at Google DeepMind, summed it up in one sentence. Gemini Robotics was developed to bring AI into the physical world, and Atlas is the platform where that actually gets proven. This matters because humanoid robotics has been stuck in a deadlock for years. Either robots are rigidly pre-programmed, incredibly good at one narrow task and useless outside of it, or they're teleoperated by humans, which looks impressive but doesn't scale. Boston Dynamics solved the body problem a long time ago. Atlas is arguably the most athletic robot ever built, but intelligence, real autonomy, has been the wall. Foundation models break that wall. Instead of programming every movement in every edge case, you train the robot on massive data sets and let it learn. It's the same shift that happened with large language models. They didn't get good because engineers hand-coded grammar rules. They got good because they consumed enormous amounts of data and learned patterns. Gemini Robotics does that for physical action. It learns how to manipulate objects, navigate spaces, and respond to human instructions by training on large-scale robotics data. Alberto Rodriguez, who directs robot behavior for Atlas at Boston Dynamics, said they needed a partner capable of building visual language action models for complex humanoids. And that's the key phrase here. Visual language action means the robot can see something, understand a spoken or written instruction about it, and then physically act on that instruction without step-by-step scripting. That's the breakthrough the entire field has been chasing. Now let's talk about the actual machine that's going into production. The production Atlas unveiled at CES stands 6.2 feet tall. It has 56 degrees of freedom, meaning its joints can move in ways human joints physically can't. Fully rotational, no anatomical constraints. It can reach 7.5 feet, lift 110 pounds, and operate in temperatures ranging from -4 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It runs for 4 hours on a battery, and this part matters a lot. It can autonomously swap that battery. Atlas doesn't shut down and wait at a charging station. It walks up to a dock, ejects the depleted pack, locks in a fresh one, and keeps working. No downtime, no human involvement. Atlas can also operate in 3 modes: fully autonomous, teleoperated through a VR headset, or controlled via a tablet interface. That flexibility is exactly what industrial customers need. Because not every task is ready for full autonomy on day one, but scaling demands that autonomy eventually. Hyundai is taking this very seriously. Last year, they announced a $26 billion investment in U.S. manufacturing, which includes building a robotics factory capable of producing 30,000 robots per year. A significant portion of those will be Atlas units. By 2028, the first fleet will be deployed at Hyundai's electric vehicle facility near Savannah, Georgia, starting with parts sequencing. By 2030, Hyundai expects Atlas to handle component assembly, repetitive tasks, heavy lifting, and complex operations across its global manufacturing network. This isn't a pilot. This isn't a test. This is industrial deployment at scale. And this is where things get uncomfortable for Tesla. While Elon Musk continues to promise that Optimus will be in factories by the end of 2025, Boston Dynamics just announced that Atlas is already in production. While Optimus demos still rely heavily on teleoperation and human assistance, Atlas is shipping to customers with defined deployment timelines. Boston Dynamics has been building robots for over 30 years. They know how to make machines that survive dust, vibration, temperature swings, and real industrial abuse. That experience matters when a robot is lifting 110 pounds around humans on a factory floor. Looking ahead, Boston Dynamics says new customers will be added in early 2027. They haven't named them yet, but based on existing partnerships with companies like DHL, Nestlé, and Maersk, logistics and supply chain are obvious next steps, followed by construction, energy, and facilities management. The real accelerator, though, is Gemini Robotics. In 2025 alone, Google DeepMind released Gemini Robotics 1.5 and Robotics ER 1.5. Robotics ER handles higher-level planning and can connect to tools like Google Search and calendar systems. That means Atlas won't just move boxes, it will access information, coordinate tasks, and make decisions in real time. Mark Ryber, the founder of Boston Dynamics, was present at the CES announcement, which is rare for him. That alone signals how significant this moment is. After decades of research, viral videos, ownership changes, and relentless iteration, Boston Dynamics is finally commercializing the humanoid robot they've been building from day one. The humanoid robotics race just changed.